Okay, so this leads into an interesting discussion about the reproduction in the body and soul. So he's talking about how individuals pursue love through this reproductive process. And Diadema basically says pregnancy, reproduction, this is an immortal thing for all mortal animals to do. And it cannot occur in anything that is out of harmony. But ugliness is one of, ugliness is out of harmony with all that is godly. Beauty, however, is harmony with the divine. And then Socrates says, what causes this desire to reproduce? How does it relate to love? And then Diadema says, everything naturally values its own offspring because it is for the sake of immortality that everything shows zeal, which is love. And because what is departing and aging leaves behind something new, something such as it had been. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, reproduction. If we go back just a little bit there, it talks about giving birth to beauty, whether in the body or in the soul. And I was kind of thinking about that, like in terms of, as even there, they go on to say, like, in terms of children and, our perhaps doomed quest to seek some sort of immortality through like our legacy, whether that's something that we create, like a business or something, or maybe it's just like through our children. We're always kind of trying to create these beautiful things, I guess, in the sort of broad sense. It is sort of like a quest for immortality. It's as close as that we can get to immortality, perhaps.
Yeah, it would seem so. I think it seems like a natural motivation to pursue love. Love is reproduction, and reproduction, in some sense, is the through which you leave your legacy. Then it would seem to be worth striving for. I guess it's one way that human beings try to overcome their mortal limitations.
Yeah.
To reproduce physically, I suppose. To have a biological legacy, which is your children, if you have children, and a genetic legacy, like even just thinking about it on a more micro level. We kind of achieve immortality, I guess, in some sense through our genes.
It seems to me too that this idea of love is sort of the driving force that pushes us towards the gods, or towards, as Plato would probably say, like towards, like striving towards the forms. You know what I mean? Like something like that. It seems to be the primary motivating factor, or life force, whatever you want to call it, that that's moving us towards being godlike in whatever sense, And I guess the Greeks would call that, the closest that we can get to being with the gods or being like a god is achieving happiness, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actualizing our potential, kind of, within every human being as a little oak of a man, that evolves from this little acorn, this seed potential of an acorn, into this godly man. There's this godly man existing within every young boy or something, right? And
yeah.
a little Hercules to be. Um, but I do think that this makes lots of sense. It seems like love, or we're being drawn toward this ideal, and maybe this ideal in some sense is a knowledge of love, like a knowledge of beauty. Well, we'll get a little bit more into this. I mean, um, it'll get clear, I guess, as we proceed, how exactly Plato's conceptualizing love. But right now, he's talking more or less about how those, like the activities that characterize those people who pursue love. So those activities essentially are these reproductive activities.